daughters love the music of Taylor Swift, so I've made this tutorial which will hopefully explain how to play her song Enchanted. I hope you find it useful. The first thing you need to be able to do in order to play this piece is to be familiar with the chords, and the first three chords in the song are those of G, which includes the notes G, B and D, and you also need to be familiar with B minor, which is B, D and F sharp, and to add a seventh to that, which will make it B minor seventh, you add the A note there. So that's your second chord, and you also need to know your chord of G, which is C, E and G. The next thing to look at is the melody for the first part of the verse, which goes like this. It starts on the note G and then goes to A and B. Then it drops down to the F sharp and includes the notes F sharp, G and A. And then back to the first part of the melody. And then the whole thing repeats like this. And then the melody changes slightly to this. But we'll come back to that part of the melody in a few moments. So let's put those chords to the melody. I'll just keep the chords very simple for the time being. So you've got your G, and then onto the B minor seventh. You notice the notes I'm playing there on the left hand are B, F sharp and A. You can add a D there if you want to make the chord more full, like that. And then you're onto your C chord, and then onto G, and then the whole thing repeats again. Of course, that doesn't sound very interesting at the moment, so you need to make sure those chords are played a little differently. Maybe play them in a sort of arpeggio style like this, onto G. Okay, let's look at the next part of the melody. So it goes down from this point. So the notes there are onto the B, down to the G, and then to the E, up to the B, and that's A and G, and then up to the D, down to the B, and A, and let's look at the chords now. So the chords for that particular line are these. C, that's E minor with the added seventh, major seventh. So you've got the notes E, G and B with the D added, that's E minus 7. And then on to the D. The D chord of course is D, F sharp and A. I'll just play that again. C, E minor 7, onto D. Of course you want to make those chords a little bit more interesting, so you want to fill them out in a sort of arpeggio style, maybe something like this. C, E minor 7, from this point in the song, the verse repeats pretty much. There's a slight variation on the tune. I'll just play how it goes the second time around. Okay, I'll play that with all the chords. Then we're on to the chorus. There's a one beat pause. So first of all, so you've just played this bit. So if you try and get that pause in first of all, then you're into this melody. Okay, I'll talk through those notes now. So you start on B, down to the G, down to D, back up to A, that's E, so that's F sharp, G, F sharp, E, D, E, B, D, finishes on the G. So let's slowly add some chords to that melody of the chorus. So it's the C chord first of all, to G, D, C, minor 7 again, then D, and finally on the G. And of course you probably want to fill out those chords in the left hand a little bit more to make it more interesting, something like this.